Participate in India growth story through PhillipCapital Investment Advisory Products. PhillipCapital has curated 4 different products which can be categorized in 2 different investment philosophies. Oasis, Nautical, Cosmos follows similar investment philosophy and framework while Ratnatraya follows a different one. In this presentation we would talk in detail about Ratnatraya Investment Advisory and its unique proposition. But first, why PhillipCapital has 2 different investment philosophy or 4 different products. At PhillipCapital, we believe that one single investment philosophy or one single strategy cannot fit all the investors. Further, PhillipCapital has internal research capabilities which help us in curating each of these unique propositions. Oasis, Nautical and Cosmos. This is a non-theme based, mix and match kind of a portfolio where Oasis is large cap, Nautical is mid and small cap and Cosmos is flexi cap. Here, as we go along, depending on the dynamics of the market, depending on multiple variables which are influencing the market, we try to identify the sector or theme which we want to an exposure and then advise stocks which are relatively better placed. As per design and historical churning, holding period is with medium to long term. Ratnatraya focuses on growth-oriented companies which is perfectly blended from large, mid and small cap. The emphasis is to track multiple catalysts which help in identifying such investment ideas. It's a carefully curated portfolio utilizing scuttlebutt approach. Through this approach, quality companies are identified by conducting a deep drill-down research and applying a bottoms-up approach. PhillipCapital Investment Advisory is a 360-degree product. Right from prospect-client interaction in deciding the right advisory product, to online account opening, to generation of advisory email after it's funded, to consent before a trade, to advising on changes and reshuffling in the portfolio, to month-end report, to periodic review. PhillipCapital Investment Advisory strives to achieve the same through interactions during the investment journey. Further advisory email has details in terms of the stocks, weights, advised price and quantity. Advisory email also has a click here OTP link as well as a backup relationship manager for consent and trade. Let's elaborate on Ratnatraya Investment Advisory. Ratnatraya Investment Advisory is a culmination of triple gems of stock selection. These 3 gems are quality of business, quality of management and valuations. Further to these 3 gems, there are multiple catalysts which are utilized to identify growth companies. This approach helps in building a focused portfolio of growth-oriented companies perfectly blended from large, mid and small cap stocks. The product is carefully curated utilizing the scuttlebutt approach for investors seeking advice to invest in growth companies. Through this approach, quality companies are identified by conducting a deep drill-down research and applying a bottoms-up approach to building and investing in a flexi-cap portfolio. The ideas are also squared up if it doesn't fit the criteria anymore. We believe investing in companies which are led by enterprising managements, have a clean balance sheet, have a good growth potential and are available at fair valuations. Customized portfolio is as per requirement. The benchmark is Nifty 500. This product is suitable for investors with medium risk tolerance. The acceptable instruments are liquid assets or portfolio of stocks. Hence, you can give money as well as stocks or other instruments also as an initial investment or as top-up towards any of the investment advisory product of PhillipCapital. Investor can select from the 3 plans lump sum with SEP and STP. A dedicated Demat account gets opened and the charges are the fixed advisory fee and any other charges as applicable. Month-end report is sent at the end of every month. Ratnatraya offers a customized portfolio. This portfolio is aligned to your values, designed and advised specifically for you to help you get the most out of your investments at a comfortable risk level. To achieve, we monitor your portfolio as per your requirement and keep you updated with refinements. The backbone is deeply rooted within depth evidence-based research along with a much higher access to the research and advisory desk.
Growth investing is most beneficial in a healthy growing economy, where companies are benefiting from increased demand and a rise in government, corporate and consumer spending. Moreover, certain growth companies are also able to grow in varied economic environment. Growth companies can also pose higher risks due to its developing nature. Hence, ground research is required to help identify and narrow growth stocks universe. A continuous lookout for companies that are experiencing or are expected to experience an acceleration in sales, revenue and earnings growth over a certain time frame, which more often than not leads to growth in target market of consumers. Growth companies may also be trading at higher ratios, indicating higher returns to investments. A growth company requires an innovative group of driven leaders along with solid business plan, leading to a strong foundation. Some of these growth companies are an intersection of multiple industries. Some may have a commanding market share. Some may prefer a low dividend payout ratios for certain periods. Some of the companies may be at the cusp of underlying sector transformation. Stock selection process being followed is valuation analysis, ideation, quality checks, deep dive research, investment and then divestment, and then next stock is identified. Month-end report is shared at the end of every month on the 10th of the month. The format of month-end report is similar across all products. Month-end report has corpus details, namely initial, addition, withdrawal and net. Double asterisk indicates that client has also given stocks as initial investment. Both money and stocks can be given as initial investment as well as top-ups. Further report also has portfolio performance time weighted rate of return, benchmark performance time weighted rate of return, value of stocks, value of debt, ledger, dividends, current strategy value, benchmark. Regarding debt, we also advise to park surplus funds in liquid Bs. The second page of the report has stock details as per holding statement. NRE account month-end report also has details of PI's balance and advisory allocation of the PI's balance in page 2. To summarize, Ratnatraya has a model portfolio product as well as a customized. Both are structured focused portfolio of stocks. Stock selection follows a fundamental and scuttlebutt approach. The philosophy is to stay invested for medium to long term. The primary risk factor is equity market risk. PhillipCapital Investment Advisory is a 360-degree product wherein we help in identifying the right product for you. Then online account opening, which also has risk profiling questionnaire, and account is accepted with score greater than 12. Minimum investment amount is 1 crore, can be only money or combination of money and stocks. Once account is funded and activated, then advisory email is released with stock details, price range, quantity along with other details, including click here OTP link for consent to trade. We also have a relationship manager as a backup for consent before trade. Month-end report is sent on the 10th of the month and also conduct portfolio review as required. Registration and disclaimer. PhillipCapital, India, Private Limited. CIN U92403MH 1999 PTC 123359. Investment Advisor. Non-individual INA 000004518. Validity perpetual. Please talk to us, and you can also visit PhillipCapital Investment Advisory webpage for details about the product. At PhillipCapital page, go to what we offer, then under services click the third one, which is Investment Advisory. When you scroll down, you can select a product to get the details.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Registration granted by SEBI, membership of Basel, in case of IAS, and certification from NISM in no way guarantee performance of the intermediary or provide any assurance of returns to investors. Risk of loss in trading, investment can be substantial and even more than the amount, margin given by you. You should carefully consider whether trading, investment is appropriate for you in light of your experience, objectives, financial resources, and other relevant circumstances. PhillipCapital and any of its employees, directors, associates, group entities, or affiliates shall not be liable for losses, if any, incurred by you. You are further cautioned that trading, investments in financial markets are subject to market risks and are advised to seek independent third-party trading, investment advice outside PhillipCapital Group, associates, affiliates, directors, employees before before and during your trading investment. There is no guarantee, assurance as to returns or profits or capital protection or appreciation. PhillipCapital and any of its employees, directors, associates, and or employees, directors, associates of PhillipCapital's group entities or affiliates is not inducing you for trading, investing in the financial markets. Trading, investment decision is your sole responsibility. You must also read the risk disclosure document and do's and don'ts before investing. Kindly note that past performance is not necessarily a guide to future performance. For detailed disclaimer, please visit our website https://www.phillipcapital.in/disclaimer.